Howdy, Cam here with Smang It Drums, and you're watching The Sound.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home. and my mind is somewhere else. But when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown. Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be stone, but it's gonna take a little time for me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you. And now I've been moving way too fast on the runaway train with a heavy load of my past. And these rails that I've been riding on, they're worn so thin that they're damn near gone. I guess that they just weren't built to last. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make sense of what I can, of where I'm going, oh, and where I'll be. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you, and I will find the words to help you make it through. If you call my name, I'll sing them to you. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song. I will sing it just for you. Oh, yeah. Shine on me, yeah.
So what's up, everybody? I'm Jared Seymour. This is Kevin Harris.
I was sitting here anticipating you pushing the button. I missed it. So
It's a lot of like clicks I got to do, man.
I
I'm
look
very
like
talented.
A total dork. Man.
This is episode 8 of The Sound, man. We got a killer show in store for you tonight. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday.
We do, but can I go back for a minute?
I don't.
Is it okay for
your thing.
you to go back to the band we just played, Bishop Gunn?
Do your thing.
Bishop Gunn, Magnolia Bayou Soul Kitchen Friday night. Bishop Gunn out of Natchez, and that was their song Shine. You definitely got to check them out.
Yeah, they're doing big things.
Magnolia Bayou. If you haven't had a chance to see them, at least look them up on YouTube before you go check them out, because you're not going to be disappointed in the show.
They
As a
were
matter of
called
fact,
out
I was
on-
just talking about making that drive over to Mobile for it.
They were called out on episode something or another. They're supposed to be on the show. So guys,
Yes.
you're still you're on the short list, and we haven't heard from you. So what's up?
Mm.
All right, who we got in the studio tonight, Kev?
Call me a dick.
Yeah, I know.
Tonight, later on during the show, we're going to have Shredley, Dakota. He's going to be in with us. Of course, you saw him part of our guitar competition that we had. And then right now, he's right over here, yes. Right now, we're going to be chatting with the Loving Apparitions.
That is correct, guys. How are we doing tonight?
Doing good, doing good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So we were going to, what were you telling us off the air?
I was trying to predict their first question, and I figured that your first question was going to be like, "Who's the sexy one?" And the answer is clearly my husband, Colt.
All right.
She lies.
We both call him Big Sexy
I see.
Nice.
to varying degrees
I don't
of
know what I
approval.
did to get it. You know.
Nice. So tell me a little bit about the Loving Apparitions. How did the name come about? Introduce everybody that's part of the band that is here. We do have somebody sitting on his amp in the back.
This is our main man, Michael, back here. Michael Rigby, excellent violin player.
Yeah, he was warming up just a second ago, and I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah,
Sounding pretty legit.
Yeah.
we're trying to turn him into like an old timey fiddle player.
Yeah.
It's kind of working out, but no, he's awesome. We don't deserve him, but he sticks around anyway.
Cool. That's like me with Kevin. I don't deserve him, but he works with me. You know what I'm saying? So
Him like good food or something like that.
I don't know what it is, man. Honestly, I think it's my
He
charisma.
fed me cashews earlier. I was excited about that.
So tell us how the
Because-
band got started, man. How did
Oh,
y'all?
yeah,
How did y'all meet?
Well, I mean,
We're married.
yeah.
No, explain. Okay, let's go.
Well,
Let's
yeah.
really. Okay, you're married. Where'd you meet?
Yeah,
How'd you
That's
meet?
what I meant.
Come
How
on.
did we
The
meet?
Let's hear the
VFW.
love story.
The VFW
All right.
in North Gulfport on Highway 49. We did not like the music we were watching. We instead went to a local Wendy's, and that's where the romance really began.
Nice. How long ago was that?
Back in
12,
2006?
12 years, and we've been married 7 this weekend.
Yeah.
So I wonder what what show were you at the VFW?
We don't even remember because we left immediately, and instead we had romancing to do, guys.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I used to live right behind that VFW.
Yeah, there was some shows that we saw at that
Yes.
place that were pretty legit.
It was nice.
So
Get messed up and just trip across the driveway.
I've never been big into like getting messed up or anything like that.
First
Me
mistake.
neither. I hate it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bruh.
We're not going to talk about that. But yeah, so we met 7 years ago, or 12. We've been married for 7 of those.
Mhm.
And around this time last year, he brought a friend home from work, and we fed him pizza, and he just kept coming back. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Oh, I didn't know
Brought
where
his fiddle
honestly didn't know where
in.
that story was going.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
There's like
that was-
layers to that
Yeah.
story.
But like basically, he came over and we
Wait, how much
played.
time we got?
Yeah,
We
right.
jammed out for like 5 hours, and I was like, "You don't have to go home if you don't want to. You
Oh,
still
here we
don't
go.
have to go home if you don't want to."
Yeah. But no, I mean, it just started with, I mean, she and I are both like, music is our life. You know, I know it sounds almost cliche to say at
Not
this
in this
point
room,
time.
buddy.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
in this room.
No, I'm speaking to the choir now.
Right.
But no, and I mean, just collecting vinyl, playing as many instruments as I can get my hands on, and she's like taking guitar lessons, and she's learning, or she has been playing mandolin for a while now.
Other than our
Yeah.
first date, we've basically always just played guitar or played music together. Our
Yeah.
first date, he invited me over to play guitar, but then just wanted to make out for 3 hours. But other
Jesus.
than that, you know, we're usually like playing music or something.
Nice,
So
nice.
it's just something we've always kind of done.
That's how musicians do it. Hey, you want to come over and play a guitar?
Well,
Yeah.
joke's on him. I actually brought my guitar, and
I
you
mean,
know,
we played for a while. That was good.
yeah, it's working out just fine for us.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's a good story. So tell me a little bit about the band itself. How you guys started, the type of music you guys like to play, and things like that.
What's funny is she and I never really knew. I mean, I feel like any musician doesn't really know how to quantify or describe themselves,
Right.
because you know it takes that ear outside to really give it shape. And so she and we started off just playing a bunch of cover songs. We love a lot of like, I love a lot of goth music from the 80s, like The Cure,
Yeah.
and Echo and the Bunnymen and stuff like that. Let me let you speak
Yeah.
for yourself.
She's
Yeah,
right
that's
here.
fine.
Yeah, she got it.
Honestly, like I listen to a lot of like everything, but I think I kind of started really getting into playing guitar because of the White Stripes, Jack White. And
You're-
actually it's kind of an accident that I play mandolin. I have MS, so one time I couldn't feel the whole left side of my body to pick up my guitar. So it's like, you know what's kind of like a little guitar? This mandolin that I can totally pick up. So it's actually tuned like a guitar. People tell me I'm out of tune all the time. But that kind of happened after I started listening to like the Louvin brothers, like really old country, like Barefoot Pregnant type stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, you know, that's kind of how it evolved from being a little more rock and roll to a little more country. Now it's a little bit of both.
Nice. Y'all mentioned something earlier that I wanted to talk about kind of briefly. Like you were talking about y'all just started playing, is it the green? I messed this up on the greenhouse. Yeah. So has it been
How do you mess up the greenhouse?
I don't, because I call it the green room because there was a green room in Hattiesburg at one point. But has it been, I don't know if difficult's the right word, but like breaking into the local music scene around here or like making connections and stuff like that?
I mean,
difficult, not the right word, but like, are y'all? How long did you say y'all been out playing already?
Oh, we've been out playing for what, 3 years, I think, at this
Yeah,
point. Like
me and
really
me and
trying
him
to
have
hit
been
the
out
ground.
doing it kind of like 5 years, and
Yeah.
then like we just said, hey, come play with us at a show, and then the next day we're like, cool, could you like keep doing that? Like
that
about
was
a year ago.
About a year ago, yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, like, to me, the whole networking thing, what I was told was networking. I just kind of do that naturally. Like,
Right.
I literally went in the greenhouse and I'm like, hey, y'all do music. Let us come do it. And they said, okay. And it's worked similarly, although I am much politer now, trying to be professional ever since.
I bet you've never met a stranger. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Thank you. I don't know, man. But yeah, like, I mean, I'll just go in places and be like, do you do music? Cool. I also do music. Let us hang out.
Right.
And that's pretty much how we've broken into the music scene. I don't know if you call that breaking in or just hanging out,
Yeah.
but that's what we did.
What all venues have
I
you
call
played
it
so far?
taking control.
Yeah,
I like it. I'll
Yeah.
I
Being
like
the
his
boss.
answer. I'll take it.
The boss.
I'm not Bruce Springsteen yet, but I can be the boss.
There you go.
Really just having as much fun with it as we can. You know,
That's
it's
all that matters, man.
yeah, it's I mean, he and I work a 9 to 5. I mean, for me, it's the thing that kind of keeps me sane. You know, from working.
Yeah, you're not the first person that said that
Right,
on this
right.
show
Hey,
already.
Yeah.
Music keep you sane, or working 9 to 5 keeps you sane?
He knew.
Okay.
He knew what you meant. He knew what you meant.
Sometimes that can make me insane a little bit too, but that's the fun part.
Yeah, yeah. That's what gives you your material to write with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So-
So we're going to give you guys an opportunity to get ready to play some live music for us. We're going to roll into a couple videos. This video block being brought to you by our good friends at David Crenning. Allstate Insurance, Highway 90 in Ocean Springs. Don't let mayhem get you.
Y'all, you see all those years of radio experience just shining through. Like, I can't do that. I mess it up every time. But, man, Kevin, that's awesome, bro. Good
So
job.
definitely check out David Crenning. And then the next song we've got, they're going to be on the show sometime in April.
Oh, yes.
This is called Down on Me. It's from the Chitlins. And then the second one you're going to see is a band out of Austin called Mike and the Moon Pies. Country artist, but the song is called Beaches of Biloxi. They actually wrote a song about Biloxi, and they're from Austin, Texas. So I'm listened to it earlier today, and I was like, man, this sounds really good, man. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for helping the Biloxi Chamber of Commerce on their tourism there.
All right, let's jump into the chitlins here. Let's see if I can get that going without messing it up. All right, here we go. You're watching The Sound.
Was an Indian summer back in 1976. Me and my brother got a cane close down to fish. We took out down a dusty road round about dawn. When we got to the fishing hole, all the water was gone. I saw my daddy through the window on his knees in the middle of that cornfield, praying for relief. Hands clutched together, praying out loud. Lord, please help us. Open up his clouds, just let it rain. Rain down on me, just let it rain. Wash my body clean, let it rain. Rivers and the streams, just let it rain. Let it rain on me. Down on me. Everywhere in the city, there's violence in the street. You can see the heat wave jumping off the concrete. Fire and brimstone, life's a living hell. Thieves, tricks, and politics drying up the well. Let it rain, rain down on me, let it rain. Rinse my soul and body clean, let it rain. Fill the rivers and the streams, let it rain. rain in the street, rain on the ground, grows the grass beneath your feet. Rain on the mountaintop, flows it to the sea. Lord, it feels so good when it's raining down on me. Let it rain, let it rain on me. 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 Rain on
Top it off, I'm bound for Texas. On this long stretch of Interstate 10, I've got all of Louisiana to think of ways to tell her where I've been. I'd like to kill that dirty dealer, the way he played me on to be a crime. He pulled a flush out on the river and got me down to my last dime. The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again. On that damn river, both the dealers always win. And I'm gonna lose her to the tables and the gin. The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again. Pull the shade over the window, crawl in bed with her as softly as I can. Break the news to her tomorrow, Lord, I hope she understands. 'Cause we've been saving up for babies in a little farmhouse near her father's land. But I lost it all in Mississippi, laid way down in that Gulf Coast sand. The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again. On that damn river, both the dealers always win. And I'm gonna lose her to the tables and the gin. The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again. The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again. On that damn river, both the dealers always win. And I've lost a fortune out here paying for my sins. The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again. The beaches of Biloxi got the best of me again.
And we are back.
Yes, Mike and the Moon Pies.
I was actually I was digging that. And you said they're from Austin.
They are from Austin, Texas.
Hey, we
So-
appreciate the shout out on the Biloxi Beach, guys.
Yes, we
Thank you
do.
for writing
And
about that and losing all your money at the casinos.
It was weird because I was looking for music for the show earlier for something we're going to do here in a little bit, and I just typed in Biloxi music, and I got loaded with Clyde Holly,
Yeah.
and I got some songs like that. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let me listen to that. It sounds, and then
They
found out they were an unsigned band out of Austin and
Yeah.
called Mike and the Moon Pies. When they were named Mike and the Moon Pies and they were singing about Biloxi, I figured they would have been around here from somewhere for
Nope.
Mardi Gras and having the Moon Pie name and all that, but no, they're from Austin, Texas. So there you go.
All right, so now we're going to slide into the live performance part of the show. And Kevin, we may have to do some camera adjustments here. Is that what we're saying?
That's it.
Let's see here.
Multi-talented.
Let's see here. So
Jack of all trades,
Yeah,
master
I'm
of
gonna let-
none.
y'all bear with us for a second. And there we go. Keep going. And maybe just angle up a bit.
I'm coming. I'm getting it. Hold on. Everybody relax.
And maybe move. I guess we're going to have to move ours. We're going to have to do a full-blown 2-camera adjustment here, folks.
Nope.
Oh, wait. I'll tell you what. Could you slide a little bit this way for us real quick? Yeah. Put the mic in off. There you go. Perfect.
Yep.
Now you
And
can
then
just turn that one.
I can
All
turn
right, it's a live
this,
show, people.
And bam, there we go.
All right. So real quick, tell us the name of this song.
Name of the song is Pretty Eyes, and just warn y'all ahead of time. She likes to try to fall asleep at the beginning of. Oh, God. See, can't take her anywhere.
All right. Y'all kick it off for us.
Come on, babe. In the middle of a podcast, really?
Make Michael sing.
You know what happened last time we tried to do that? I mean, it makes a great violin player, don't get me wrong, buddy. But you got to sing this one.
Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys! I just had this amazing dream. I was on a local music podcast. And it was
Look
awesome.
around you.
Oh my goodness! All right, we're doing the real deal here, guys. Pretty eyes. Why do I have to go to sleep at night? Wake in the morning, just say goodbye. These are the types of things that I despise. Here, my dear, in these arms you never have to fear. But I'm tired of this 9 to 5. Let's just stay out tonight. I just realized, you know, life is way too short and we don't get to decide what tomorrow's gonna bring or what it's gonna make us leave behind. Pretty eyes. Why do we have to go to sleep at night? Wake in the morning, just say goodbye. These are the types of things that I despise. So I'm thinking to myself that maybe tomorrow we should probably just
I wish I could stay in bed.
stay in bed. Don't even care what that alarm clock said. I set it for 7, 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock. I made it pretty clear. I'm staying right here, not going anywhere, 'cause I just realized, you know, life is way too short and we don't get to decide what tomorrow's gonna bring or what it's probably more than likely gonna make us leave behind. Pretty eyes. Life is way too short and we don't get to decide what tomorrow's gonna bring or what it's gonna make us leave behind. Pretty eyes. Why do I have to go to sleep at night? Wake in the morning, just say goodbye. These are the types of things that I despise, but they invited us to be on this really cool podcast, so maybe we should just stay out tonight.
Yes.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. Like
That's
little
good stuff.
little comedy in there. I
like
like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, we got a guest screaming through the glass that they digging it too on the live feed. So
Yeah.
Positive feedback instantaneously. All right, so real quick, give us a little story about that. What inspired that song? Was it that first night that y'all met? What was it?
No.
She wrote this one, so.
Okay, so I think it was Glenn Campbell. He wrote a song because he had Alzheimer's, and it's called basically the song is about how all his family is going to be sad, but he's not going to remember any of it. And so it's kind of like what it's like to have a family member who's ill, and you're just trying to enjoy the time you got.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
So y'all are gonna play. They're gonna play one more for us right here.
They are going to play one more.
Cool.
I don't know. I've got Rhinestone Cowboy stuck in my head now. You said Glenn Campbell, and I'm like, yeah.
So real quick, just tell us the name of the song, and let's jump right into it. Then let's do it.
This one's called Mother Mary, and yeah, it's basically from the perspective of someone who's dead and gone, but wants everyone to know that they're still around, one shape or another.
Cool.
Hey. I'm so sorry.
That's all good. Live television, man. But except it's on the internet.
Right.
We had a string come out. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes this happens whenever you're playing an instrument. So the moral of the story, it's always important to tune.
Jared would not know that.
I
Jared
did.
doesn't play instruments.
Yes, I do. I play guitar. Shh. Oh, shit.
Let me have my fun. Oh.
Always a crime of passion when we're playing.
It's all good. It's,
Playing the beautiful tuning song.
yeah, everybody's heard it. Let's go. Oh, that's the culprit. You
Yeah.
just found it. You
All right.
ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Just had to get that awkward moment like The Office in there, you know?
Damn straight. But you didn't give up. That's the moral of the story, too.
We're like, take a look and keep on ticking. Okay. Well, I hope you'll come around. I've got stories to tell. How lovely it is in heaven. How I didn't wind up in hell. Hope you come around. Know my body's in the ground. That's the only part of me no longer around. Now I hope when you walk by my grave, you see me standing by and ask, where was it all the time has gone? Now I hope we can reminisce about all the other souls we miss and conclude all we can do is carry on. Mother Mary, quite contrary, please don't tell me that all I've done is wrong. Mother Mary, oh, ain't it scary? All that we can do is carry on. Well, I hope that you'll stay a while so we can laugh and cuss and smile, every other word a joke. I hope nothing comes about. We'll push all the ugly memories out instead of pouring over when our hearts broke. I hope when you walk by my grave, you see me standing by and ask, where was it all that time has gone? I hope we can reminisce about all the other souls we miss and conclude all we can do is carry on. Mother Mary, quite contrary, please don't tell me that all I've done is wrong. Mother Mary, oh, ain't it scary? All that we can do is carry on. Carry on now, y'all. Now for all friends out there watching, please stay a while, my dear friend. Even though I know I'll see you again, please stay a while, my dear friend. Even though I know I'll see you in the end, please stay a while, my dear friend. Even though I know I'll see you again, please stay a while, my dear friend. Even though I know I'll see you again, even though I know I'll see you again, even though I know I'll see you in the end.
Very nice.
Awesome stuff. So
Very, very nice. Yeah, man. That was really cool.
lots of love in the comments too, by the way, on the show. Lots of love in the comments.
I don't get to see that, but yeah, I'm going to take his word for it.
You can watch almost every episode, and I never look there. I'm always looking there because I'm trying to read comments and trying to keep up with people. And
He's in the trenches.
Trying to
Yeah, he's in the
interact
trenches.
with everybody.
So one thing we haven't done is tell people where they can find y'all if they want to look you up on the interwebs.
Okay, best place to do it right now is on our Facebook page. Just search for Loving Apparitions. We are the first thing to come up there.
Yes.
You look too close, look too far on the internet for our name, and you'll find like Jesus on a burrito kind of stories.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we have some songs on SoundCloud right now that are our older productions on our own, but
Our album is like seconds from dropping. We're in the final stretches.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
We're getting that
Very
early
nice.
access stuff for the album drops. Love it.
the gracious help of our good
Our
friend
good friend
Maynard, we
Maynard,
really
yeah.
appreciate everything he's done.
Maynard was a OG of the show. He was on episode
Two?
2.
One?
Yeah,
Yes.
he
2.
he didn't show up for 1, but he made it about a second one.
Yes.
He's over in the corner too, by the way. I'm not just talking to Kevin's shoulder. Big shout out to Maynard over there. And then also,
So let's tell the people where is your next show if they want to.
At 7, and then
Yeah.
they stop reading usually around. We're probably gonna play between 7:45ish and 8.
Yeah.
So we got a little hour set. Those are the best biscuits you will ever eat. You should definitely come to the greenhouse, even if you think our music is awful. But it's also pretty good, so you should come see us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, just keep an eye on the Facebook page. Once we get the album released, we'll definitely be updating whenever we're playing next.
My
Okay.
husband's being modest. He also came up with some pretty rad T-shirts. Those actually sell pretty good, like hotcakes. I've had people come up to me on the street and say, "I love that T-shirt. Where can I get one?" I'm like, "Have you seen my band?" And they're like, "No, I just like the T-shirt." I'm like, "Well, please try to listen to us, but thank you. Here's where you can get a T-shirt." So,
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah. So contact us on Facebook if you want T-shirts. We're ordering some more of those, and we'll be selling them tomorrow at our show.
Perfect.
Very,
you.
very nice. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for being on the show. No, I
Yes.
enjoyed it very, very much. So we're getting ready to roll into some other videos here. A couple of bands that you are familiar with the sound. The first band you're going to see is the Helvetica Effect, and I said it right the first time.
I'm always impressed, bro.
So the Helvetica Effect, they're out of Florida. They're going to be playing April 19th at the Government Street Grocery with Love Stories End. So I am already making plans to be at that show. I love this band.
Let's give him some love here, local on the coast
Yes,
scene. What-
Government Street Grocery, April 19th. So make sure you join Love Stories End and the Helvetica Effect for that. And then this is a band that we played on episode 1. This is their newest one. It's called This Agony. It's a band called Kingdom Collapse. And I'm going to tell you what, we're calling them out now. They're from San Antonio. We want to get them here to Biloxi. So please go visit their Facebook page. Let them know that you want them here in Biloxi.
Yep.
We would love to see them come down here and play with some of our bands and get some of our bands to San Antonio to play with them.
Yeah.
So show the love.
They're getting some
to Kingdom-
traction on the,
dude, they're getting traction
the
big
internet,
time
too.
right now. So
Yeah.
I forgot their like one of their videos. I think the first video we played, "Suffer," is at 800,000 views
Yeah.
right now.
Yep.
So definitely check them out. Hit their Facebook page up. Tell them you want them here. And the Helvetica Effect, and I said it again.
Yes.
Said I
2
did
for 2.
Said
2
I
for
did
2.
a good
2
job.
for 2.
They said I did a good job.
Yeah.
on
Oh, they're
saying that.
watching.
Yes.
Oh, what's up, dudes? All right, so look, let's cut to the chase here, and let me see if I can screw this up. Right into y'all's video.
There you go.
Nailed it.
haunting you. Now we made it out alright, but I'm afraid you're not alive. Is it too late to save your soul if death becomes unturned so no one knows your guilt? You go and deny yourself the hands of help as you go sinking down lead heels of unhappiness. Are we still haunting you? Now we made it out alright, but I'm afraid you're not alive. Is it too late to save your soul if death becomes Am I still haunting you? Now we made it out alright, but I'm afraid you're not alive. Is it too late to save your soul if death becomes
can't do this anymore. I can't deal with this.
carrying the fault for way too long? No, I am not the same. Inside my skull, a mind so numb is dying to escape. Take this pain from me, 'cause I hate the way I feel today. Please kill the pain in me. Won't you take away this agony? This agony.
Oh, we are back, people. This Agony by Kingdom Collapse.
Yes.
About 18,000 views on that one, and that's their most recent.
That is the most recent video, yes.
One thing that I wanted to mention that I'm just now remembering, but anyway, if you go back and you watch some of these, any of these episodes, this episode right here, and it's not live, Facebook mutes all of the music. All the videos that we play, they mute it. So you're going to watch this, you're going to hear us talking, and when we go to the videos, there's not going to be any sound. And that's copyright issues, and there's nothing that we know of right now that we can do to get around it. YouTube, however, doesn't do that. They just say don't monetize these videos that we put out on YouTube, and we don't, and you can watch them there. So the point of this is if you're watching the replays, jump over onto the YouTube channel, type in the Sound 228 on YouTube, and you can actually still hear the music that we're trying to promote as well.
And while you're there, subscribe.
Yeah, that would also help too.
You can also on the YouTube channel, you can see all the videos of live performances.
Yep.
That have happened in the studio, like Mike and Marlo and James Gillies and Aretha Pittman and
Silent Trust was the first
Silent
one.
Trust.
I don't remember what you said, but anyway. All right, so it's up to it's time for our second guest of the night. This gentleman has been on the show before as a contestant in the inaugural, did I say that right?
Inaugural, yes.
Guitar competition, the one, the only Dakota, the Shredley.
Yes.
Amacker.
So,
What's up, brother, man? We'll adjust that camera, too, maybe a little bit, Kev. You want to kind of look right here. It's a live show. Anyway, I think that works. There you go. That's cool. Dakota, what's up, brother?
Not much. Just very glad to be here. It's been an awesome night.
Yeah.
So
You enjoy the performances so far?
Yeah, I love
man.
variety.
Man, they were really good.
They were.
I mean, the more I'm like thinking about it and listening back to in my head, I was like, man, they were good.
Yeah.
Dakota,
amazing
tell
what
us
the
about
coach
you,
has.
man. Tell us about you. Like, how long you been playing guitar?
10 years because I started in high school. I was 16 and I'm 26 now, so 10 years altogether. And I started out in blues and a lot of southern rock, and eventually I got into
Loving it.
the 80s stuff, Ozzy, Quiet Riot, and
80s.
all those players.
Yes.
Little Crew, Motley Crue.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of the dirt being out.
Yes.
The golden age of guitar playing.
Yeah, you're
And-
right about that.
And I got into all that, and eventually got into the more heavier stuff, like Kill Switch Engage,
People always
Trivium,
do.
stuff like that. And I don't know how my playing got from doing blues to what I do now, but
Yeah.
Can you still turn it on and play blues if you want to?
still break out my Stratocasters every now and then.
Nice.
Are you
Nice.
are you self-taught?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are gonna have to excuse me for a second. I'm gonna pop off camera while I sneeze.
Go ahead. So you as your name might imply, the Shredley, you don't play slow.
I mean, I can, but speed is definitely associated with my playing a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Who would you say is your most influence guitar playing wise?
For a long time, it was Swedish shred guy Yngwie Malmsteen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I went through a bad Yngwie phase, Stratocasters and everything. But right now, I guess you'd say my idol is Gus G. He played with Ozzy briefly and his own band Firewind and quite a few other ones. But his playing had a really big influence on mine. Even the shape of guitar I play, the star body.
Yeah.
That's where I picked that up from. So.
Okay.
And you put out a whole EP, recorded. Tell me what you did everything, right?
Oh yeah. Every step of the process I did myself. Let's see. The drums. I don't know if you ever heard of a program called Guitar Pro 5. That's how
Not that one. No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, anyway, it's made for making guitar tablature, and I pretty much had a half-installed version of that on my computer, and I rigged some drums up, so to speak, take that, export it to this file, drop it into Audacity, and then my amplifier lets me plug straight into my laptop. So I did all the guitar parts, all the bass, and I mixed it to the best of my abilities because, I mean, like I say, I didn't have the best equipment, in the world.
I've listened to it, man. It sounds really good. I'm just impressed. Like that's
the first time you've done that, like put all that together. That's a lot of things outside of just playing the guitar, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've dabbled doing recording through the years, but I mean, of course, right after I put it out, I got better process of recording, but all considering what I did to, put it all together, I think it came out sounding pretty decent,
Yeah.
all considering.
No, I think it sounds great.
Kev, did you listen? Have you heard any of it?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about this.
No,
Let's dig
I
it.
totally ignored it. He's coming on the show. Yeah, I didn't listen to a thing.
You see how he is? I don't understand that. But anyway,
I mean, he's talking guitarist, he's talking Yngwie and stuff, and I'm thinking Steve Vai. He's one of my favorites.
Satriani, anything in there from him?
Few little things I do in my playing. I picked up a few little licks from a few guys here and there, like you said, Steve Vai, like certain things he does, or all the way to like blues players like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was always more of a Stevie Ray guy over Hendrix. I love them both, but
Right.
I just gravitated more towards StevieRay Vaughan, and like I say, Leonard Skinner, like the soul they put into it.
Speaking
like
my
the
language.
bends
Keep
and-
going. Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard of a guitar player called Buckethead?
Buckethead? Oh yeah. KFC
Yeah.
bucket on his head.
Yeah.
Les Paul. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love Buckethead, bro.
I was just like, really? Did he just ask that question?
It's a
I
style
was
of
like,
playing, man. It's a
"Hey,
style of playing.
I know, but who hasn't heard of Buckethead?
A lot of people. What have y'all
He
heard
played
of it?
for Guns N' Roses.
That's the kind of stupid ass comment right there that I don't appreciate. No, he did, but
He
that
did.
ain't what it matters. Anyway, back to you, Dakota.
So did
Oh,
DJ
man.
Ashba.
So anyway, so you're a one-man band essentially starting out, and then now it's like I want to go out and start playing these shows, which you did not too long ago at
Is
Crooked
that
Letter,
the-
right?
That's it.
So how do you go about finding a band? Because you did.
Well, believe it or not, the last show I've had a bass player that I clicked with for a good while when I started doing my solo stuff, and his name's Nathan Wheeler, and he is one of the few people that plays a 7-string bass guitar here around the coast.
Wow.
And incorporates every string, not
Right.
just one or two. He
Right.
uses the whole instrument, but he actually understands that whole background as far as like Steve Vai and oh, my mind just went blank. Anyway, he understands like the whole shred thing. And
Yeah.
He incorporates into his playing on bass, and I don't know, we clicked like that, and like I say, I got originally offered to open up for Jackie Vincent, who just
Yeah.
got off a tour with Nita Strauss and Angel Vivaldi off the Guitar Collective tour, I believe.
Did I see where Nita Strauss is coming down here somewhere?
House of Blues.
House of
it's
Blues?
actually-
No, I thought I saw like the Hard Rock.
Or the Hard Rock. One of the two. I
Yeah,
know
I-
that for sure.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I actually commented and I was like, I'd love to have opened up for you, but But yeah, originally I was supposed to open up for Jackie Vincent, and he was supposed to be on tour with Tony McAlpine, and I don't know what happened. Something came up, and they had to cancel a few of the dates. And one of those dates was the one down here at the Crooked Letter Brewery, and was just kind of like, well, let's somehow figure out how to save the show, and that's
Right.
what we did. We got another band to jump on, and we ended up playing anyway. And like I say, originally I messaged Nathan Wheeler and my friend Jacob Edwards, who's been wanting to do something with me for years, and I was like, all right, this is 2 weeks from now, I know that, but here's 7 songs. Can we learn them and play the show?
That was going to be my next question. I remember you posting that y'all were kind of under the gun, right?
Oh yeah, definitely short notice. And literally the first time I got with Jacob, he's the drummer, and he pretty much had all 7 of my songs on the EP down. Like literally, we ran through it just one time. I was like, okay, you got this down.
Yeah.
And then
You live streamed it, so I watched a good bit of it. It was
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It was a good performance.
It was awesome.
So if you could put your own little concert together, if you could build your own concert, what would that consist of as far as musicians?
It would definitely be interesting because, like I say, my stuff is instrumental or instrumental. Some people would call it.
Instrumental. I like it.
That's fancy.
I said that pretty easily too. I'm pretty
Yeah.
impressed with myself tonight.
Like I say, there's not too many instrumental guys, bands around here. But the cool thing is, a lot of my songs have some variety in them, so I could still play shows with a lot of the bands from around here because I got a little bit of everything in my music. But like I say, that one show, it was going to be a big step as far as the instrumental guitar work around here on the coast, and I mean, it didn't go quite as planned, but it was still awesome. I mean, I looked up and there's people out there moshing, like, headbanging everything to my stuff. I was like, okay, I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
Hell
exciting.
yeah, that is.
Oh yeah.
Let's jump right in to a video of yours, oddly enough, that we're playing next. And this
Isn't that ironic?
Exactly. This is the video you've got here for When Time Stands Still. Okay, can you tell us a little bit about the video, like who did it, what's the concept for it, anything like that?
Okay. My fiance, Amanda, or Virginia Kelly, she actually helped me film the whole thing. And it was actually filmed right there in Old Town Bay, St. Louis. And it was originally housing complex or something, and Katrina came through, wiped everything clean. All that's left are the slabs and maybe the road that goes through it. I mean, walking through there, you can only get to like half of it. It's that overgrown. But the concept behind that song was music. Like the song. Mine just went blank.
That's good. Kevin's does it all the time. Keep going.
Anyway, it was like my music was at a standstill, and the whole point behind the song was I wanted to take an end to that standstill and just move forward. And I just thought the location was perfect because it was kind of like a time capsule or something.
Yeah.
Kind of like forgotten.
That's true. That is very true. So
here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump right into, as long as I don't mess this up, When Time Stands Still.
I put money on it.
Music video from Dakota, the Shredley Amacker, right here on the sound. Nailed it. Dude.
Yes.
Dude, that was legit, man. You're like a one-man band, video production, mix, master, record, everything, dude.
Of everything.
Yeah.
Mixmaster Mike.
What the hell happened over here? Who the hell are you, and where'd you come from?
Let me.
Yep.
We're going. No, you go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
So for those of you that don't know, I'm Dustin Brooks.
Former, already on episode 2, I think, wasn't it?
Episode 2.
This is episode 2 rehash, man.
Episode 2 rehash. tonight.
Andy's selling a couch.
Yeah, I don't know what that's.
Nobody
all
understands the whole thing. It started on ours. It started on yours. It continued on ours. It's just, anyways. If anybody wants a couch, hit up Jupiter Pilot.
Yeah, there you go. But no, like we just, my band Jupiter Pilot, we just finished up our live video, and I saw that y'all went live. I said, I'm gonna come down. I knew Dakota was gonna be here, and always good company there.
Did you catch any of the first band?
I
Okay.
I did
You
not.
got to rewatch the show.
Yeah.
Loving Apparitions. You got to check them out. And it's some good stuff.
It was fun. You, sir, were at Dakota's first show. Yes. You didn't play that night, is that correct? No. So you were fully in the audience, in attendance, and can attest to the fact that it was a good show.
It was a very, very, very good show. I mean, especially his guitar playing. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, I know I can't play like that, but they put on a really good show. The sound was on point, and
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Thank you. We weren't even there, but we were on point.
Yes.
That's like 2 plugs in one, right?
That's like I've always said. Some band should be called TBA.
Yeah.
Playing tonight. TBA to be announced.
Oh, it's like the free beer tomorrow night kind of thing.
Beer,
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was a good show.
It was a very good show, especially for their their first show coming out. I was very happy. I know I have some recordings on my Facebook page, and I don't know if they fully uploaded or not, but I tried tagging you in them, and sharing the love there. So
I appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna say that, White, just since you brought up.
Y'all share and tag and do more than anybody else that we know of. Period. So thank y'all for that.
Thank you.
Got to spread the word.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody else follow suit.
Not even, we're talking Jupiter Pilot does it, but so does Dakota. I mean, both
Correct.
of them are just on fire when they're sharing stuff and into the music scene. And it's not just our stuff; it's everybody's stuff. You guys are on everybody. So
yeah, we appreciate
that's
that.
awesome. Much appreciated.
We're gonna play another one of your songs. It's not gonna be a video.
Correct.
It's just the track itself.
Okay, and tell us which one you think people need to hear.
Well, one of the cooler ones, it's actually the first track on the EP, is Against the Grain, and I don't know, this whole point of me putting it out was to kind of make my own way, go against the grain of what you're normally supposed to do, especially at the time was just me, myself, and I. So that's definitely kind of making my own way.
I like that. Do you have any other live shows coming up that you can plug before we wrap this little segment up, man? Let's do that.
Ironically, let's see. Where are you? 4th month, the 14th, April 14th at the Crooked Letter Brewery again. It's going to be myself, River Aria again, Burn, and Cultivist. It hasn't officially been announced, but
now it has.
Yeah.
River Aria. That will be a band that we feature on the next episode. We didn't get a chance to get them in on this episode, but they've got some really killer stuff. I've found it on YouTube. They sent it to us, their YouTube link to our email, which you can too, thesound228@gmail.com. Just send us your YouTube links, and we'll check you guys out. So we're definitely going to be featuring them on the next episode that we do. Good stuff.
just based on presence alone, I was not. President. Donald Trump.
Wall. Sorry.
But
it's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. But just based on presence alone, I wasn't expecting that particular sound. And I mean, they pull it off really, really well. And it's another band I had never heard of. And going to the Crooked Letter, I got to see them play. Got to see them.
River Aria.
Yeah, River Aria.
Yeah. You're more into the music, not so much the names. We get it.
Yeah,
we get it.
But
another big shout out to Crooked Letter Brewery for featuring live music as much as they're doing right now.
Yes.
Right? They're pushing hard over there to create another venue that people can go out and see some good live music. So we appreciate what y'all are doing, guys. Keep doing it. All right, so we're going to jump into Against the Grain here. Dakota, man, thanks so much for stopping
go ahead.
by.
Got something?
Yeah, I got
absolutely.
a couple more things.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Like I said, the first show, and my bass player Nathan Willer, he had some things come into place recently, and he had to step away. But I'm still, all for it. Very happy for him. But Actually, one of my brothers in Awoken Infinium, Chris Fletcher, is going to be playing bass for me on top of me and him doing double duty for Awoken Infinium. And of course, the next show we have coming up, Nate's going to go ahead and play it for us because it's too short notice to try to learn, like 7 songs again in 2 weeks. But we're looking forward to it. Everybody's excited. And like I say, it's going to be April 14th at the Crooked Letter. That'll be Nate's last show with us. And then after that, we're going to try to start lining more shows up back to back.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
Okay, let's see. I got that on here too. As far as social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even Snapchat, The Shredley. And as far as my music, you can find on Amazon Music, Apple Music, YouTube, even Spotify if you like streaming. So,
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Just
What was
about
you going to say,
everywhere.
Kev? I felt like you had something going on there.
Well, no, I was thinking I was going to say it before this video, but I realized we're coming back after this video, so I could say it then.
Okay,
So,
cool.
lots of good stuff coming up. I want to.
Yeah,
Anyways.
yeah. So y'all keep sticking with us like you have been, and we appreciate everybody that's been so supportive of what we're trying to do here. man,
Yes.
with all the local music stuff, and really it's local and national stuff.
That's all
too.
I do is sit over here and wait for him to push my button. I go, yes, yes.
All right, so this is Dakota, the Shredley, Amacker against the grain, and you're watching
The sound.
Boom.
Got him.
And we're back.
Yes.
Kids, if you're out there watching, Dakota did all of that on his own. Mixed, produced, recorded, wrote, blah, 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 shot a video. You can do it too. All
That's right.
Just thought I'd throw that out there. All right, guys.
So I may have missed it.
What? Go ahead.
And because sometimes I pay attention to more to this than anything else. Who played drums on that?
Yeah, you definitely missed it.
I used a program called Guitar Pro 5.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
okay.
I did the drums. Best
You
I
know,
could.
Somebody to refresh my memory.
But the thing is, you
Damn,
called
I
me.
drank a
You
lot,
called me.
dude.
You called me out on that on a couple episodes ago. And when I'm doing all this stuff, and I missed one thing, you're like, "We already talked about it." So, all right.
Yeah.
Dakota, man,
right.
thanks for being on. Dustin, I don't know what the hell you just walked in. You were outside cleaning the streets or something. You said.
Yeah. Well,
So,
the funny thing, I was standing by the bookcase for like 3 minutes, and I'm going,
Yeah.
how does it open?
Yeah. You couldn't figure it out.
So you tried to sneak in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Ah.
What do y'all got coming up? Tell us some shit about y'all.
Yeah, just real quick. I know we plugged it in on our live video. 420 at the Hotspot.
The Hotspot.
It's going down. It's going to be Jupiter Pilot, Lunatype, Project 9, and Silent Trust.
Okay.
So it's going to be all 4 of us there. It's Brent's birthday bash. So I believe it starts at 9 p.m.
Okay.
So and I, just show up, show out.
So on that note, the Hotspot, the old Kirk's Bazaar, the old Kirk's Auto Sales, Kirk Merritt and Tara.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get them to come talk to us so we can talk about that venue and how the bands can get involved and get there. And I know Kirk is one of the if you can play a damn song, he's probably going to let you play on his stage. He'll give everybody an opportunity. So Kirk, it's his birthday today.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
So
that.
happy
Yeah.
birthday to Kirk. Also, I hope your dad gets better. Tara, one of y'all, reach out to me. Let's get you guys on the show so we can talk about that.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Where are we headed now, boss? I think I got to jump back on here, don't I?
You do have to jump back on there. So we're doing a throwback section. We do it every episode. We do a throwback. We go back a little bit. This one's being brought to you by our good friends at Atlas Fights. They're going to have Atlas Fights 34 at Paragon Casino, April 6th in Marksville, Louisiana. My other podcast, and I'm going to plug that, The Bench
You
Warmer.
selfish asshole.
We'll be live April 5th from the casino with all the fighters and everything. But for most of you that know that are in the music community, we lost a very great one this week, Gina Turner.
Yeah.
So on that note, Gina Turner, when I had the Homegrown show, had a band called Consumption. So Gina played when people weren't watching.
Talk to the people.
Okay. Well, Gina played when people weren't watching concerts through their phones.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When I have people in front of me, I talk to them. So
ignore these guys. They're dead to
So
us.
at this time, I searched and searched and searched and tried to find some videos of Gina playing live. So it was hard to find some. But we did find one of her playing with Consumption at the Julep Room. It's a song called Dream of Me. So I think it's kind of fitting to pay our respects to Gina, probably one of the best voices that's ever graced the Gulf Coast and one of the greatest souls that ever graced the Gulf Coast. So here's Consumption. It's Dream of Me, and it's in honor of Gina Turner.
guys.
In a closet, yeah, we take it, we never doubt. We take the vengeance, and we carry it out. And all I need is a bottle of whiskey, and a 45. I could end this nightmare in a flash of light. Instead I sit afraid to move, not afraid of you, but afraid of what I might go and do. Take me, want me, you want to use me for your take me, want me.
That one yet? There we go.
We're back. We're back. All right. So who was that, Kev?
That was our good friends in the band Jane Doe's Dead, Yancey, Chris, Josh, and Kevin. So here's the deal. The whole reason I wanted to show that video is because it kind of shows what the music scene was at one point, where bands were with bands and bands were wearing other band shirts and bands were gelling and jiving and hanging out together and
drinking a lot of booze.
Yes, drinking a ton of booze. So that's
not quite the Motley Crue level, but we were trying.
No, not the dirt.
Yeah, we were trying.
They were the sand.
Yeah,
not quite the dirt, the sand. But anyways, so that was the whole reason behind that video. But so we got another one we're getting ready to show. This one's going to be
okay. Yeah.
So anyways,
do we want to thank these cats?
I was getting ready to do that.
All right, cool.
If you give me the opportunity.
Shit.
Dakota, Dustin, thank you for joining us. Check out Dakota, the Shredley at Facebook. Check out Dustin's band, Jupiter Pilot, on Facebook. They are live videos all the time. So make sure you check them out. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you for
We
having us.
appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
So
Everything that y'all have done.
Thank you. Next part of the show, I'm not trying to name drop, and I'm really not. This part of it is very important to me because of my past, and I kind of relate with him a little bit. So I was chatting with Chris Henderson from Three Doors Down today, and he's got a new video out on YouTube. It's called The Journey to Consistency. And it talks about his addictions and how he beat his addictions and what he's doing now for a healthy lifestyle. And it not only infected him, but it infected Brad, the lead singer of Three Doors Down, and all of that to live this healthy lifestyle. And it kind of has fed into a few other people that I know just from what Chris has done. And this whole video is about Chris's journey to sobriety, to getting away from the demons of addiction, and to show, and he wants to help. The whole reason he did the video is he wants people to be able to reach out to him so he can help people along the way. So he's one of the inspirations behind my sobriety and fighting all of my demons. And so I wanted to make sure the video, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it's 16 minutes long, but it is well worth the watch to see what this man has gone through from when he talks about losing 50 pounds, gaining 50 pounds. At one point, if you look at how much he gained and lost, he's gained and lost over 700 pounds during addiction. Mm-hmm. So he goes into all of that about, but you can see the video. We'll come back after the video, but it's kind of odd for us to do something like this. Chris Henderson's from here.
Yeah.
He's from Moss Point. He went to Moss Point High School.
He was a local band here at one point.
He was a local band here at one point, and not only was he inspiring with his music down here and helping start a scene with Three Doors Down, but now he's inspiring and starting a scene with a health kick and a sobriety kick and fighting addiction. So we're going to play that video. It's Chris Henderson, of course, at Three Doors Down. It's called Journey to Consistency.
Thank y'all for watching so far.
Yes, thank you.
This is the first night of this tour, and man, it's going to be a good one.
If you think of addiction, it's a disease that tells you don't have a disease, and it speaks to you in your own voice. And it speaks only to you. So you spend a lot of time with it, alone. I always had that in my mind, that I didn't look as good as other people. And it was like powerless to do anything about it.
And he just went down a path, with addiction and all the things he went through, and gained a lot of weight. But the turnaround on this guy is pretty miraculous.
Here's one you might have heard once or twice.
Patches. What's up, bud? It's like a bunker. Like a bunker. Usually our show with Three Doors is like, we've been doing it so long, it's the people we know. When there's other bands, all their people, all their production, the people, the crew, the truck drivers, it gets like crazy. And you end up like kind of waking up at showtime. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of tune out, and then you wake up, it's like 5 minutes showtime, and you've missed the whole day. been home pretty good bit. We were home this time for maybe 4 months. We could go out and tour, but we don't do solid 2-3 week outrun tours. Just go out and do a few shows here and come back for 3 weeks, go out and do 2 shows, come back for 4 weeks, go out and do 5 shows, come back, you know, that kind of thing. And then, so that's what we've been really kind of doing since February. Really nothing. I think we did 19 or 20 acoustic shows in February, and then I've been home ever since.
8 pounds, 7 ounce, Sweet Baby Jesus. Gibson 1958 reissue from the Gibson Custom Shop. Literally weighs 8 pounds, 7 ounces. So naturally it got the nickname Sweet Baby Jesus. Do play this guitar 10 songs a night. The band been together this long, there's been changes, and back in the heavy rock and roll days, they had a lot of fun. Now everybody's, you know, kind of trying to eat healthy and do all that, including the crew.
This is what, grilled mahi-mahi? Yeah, we're gonna try that.
Here's Chris, he's about to have a grain of rice.
That looks pretty good, right?
That's pretty good, man. Protein, vegetables, all good. No sauce?
Not yet. I gotta see what's here first. Where do I put it? Put it right there in the middle.
But I don't want to sit on the sauce.
It's too late. And you get 115 grams of ice cream.
Where's my daily allotment?
If you don't eat anything else, you can have that.
Risk I'm willing to take.
It wasn't something that we were trying to do. It wasn't like we were like, hey, we're going to be famous. Let's go play shows. We're doing it for girls and beer. I was in the military, got out of the military, worked construction, you know, just kind of lived life when we were playing bars. And it got picked up by the radio station, and it was like instant. I went from living in Mississippi, a town of 1,800 people on Sunday, a lot less than that during the week when everybody's out working, to being in the biggest band that I could ever imagine. All of a sudden now we're doing it for a living, and it became really different. You take guys from Mississippi in a small town of 1,800 people and throw them in front of 10,000 people and let them play a show, and then put them backstage, things can get a bit crazy, and that can get in your head, and then that can become the reality. It's not about the band and about the show and about the songs and about the living. It becomes about that 2 hours after the show. That becomes more important than anything else.
When I first met Chris, he was just kind of a beer drinker or whatever, and then I saw his life take a turn. I'm not sure when it happened. It just all of a sudden he just went down a path, you know, with addiction and all the things he went through, and gained a lot of weight.
I didn't avoid the camera avoided me. The side headshot of me, the hands, every now and then a shoulder, but you never saw me. I was always this out of focus guy. You pick it up, the photographer's kind of moving the band around. The bigger I got, the less I showed up. Well, I'm not even hardly in the video, you know what I mean? Like, that was the way it was happening. I'm always in the back. I'm always standing behind other people. I'm always wearing all black. I get it. I'm the fat guy. And it turned out that was the truth. I hated it not only for me, but I kind of hated it for my kids a little bit, because I wanted them to see me do. I wanted them to see me in videos, and I wanted my kids to be like, that's my dad. And when you're 70, 80 pounds overweight and you're doing this for a living, It's hard to look good on stage because that's a big part of it. I say that because there's kind of this connection from the crowd to the band, and I feed off of the reaction that I get. So if I don't feel like I look good, I pick up on every little kind of eye contact from people in the crowd as I don't look good. I always had that in my mind that I didn't look as good as other people, and I hated it, man. I really hated it. I didn't really notice it, but it just all of a sudden one day I looked up and I was like, wow, look at what happened to you. It became about trashing ourselves. It became about spending as much money as possible and doing as much damage as possible without ever realizing it. It just became about that. The change started happening to every band that we knew. We were watching it to happen to all the people in the industry all at the same time. I was like, if I'm ever going to be healthy, I got to take control of this. I didn't know how to take control of it. If you think of addiction, it's a disease that tells you don't have a disease, and it speaks to you in your own voice, and it speaks only to you. So you spend a lot of time with it, alone. To me, I was fine. I was watching him going, look at this guy. At least I'm not doing that. And he was doing the same thing to me. He was looking at me going, look at that guy. At least I'm not doing that.
He was the first one to jump off that, wagon of drinking and drugs. How you were able to maintain it, that being the way we were, it was so commendable and brave.
Well, I started the process of turning things around in probably 2010. My body was just beat down. I went to treatment and I got sober. So we started this dialogue. It made us realize a lot of things. I can sense that I'm happier. Me and my wife are definitely happier together. My kids notice, it's kind of trickled into them. The positivity that I've gathered is through osmosis getting to other people. And I think that's the most positive thing that's come out of all of it. You have to be able to talk to someone else about that struggle, the struggle of self. I look it in the eye every day. I get out of bed and I look in the mirror. I admit it to myself, what I'm dealing with, food-wise, substance abuse-wise, personality defects that I've discovered through this journey. You know what I mean? I look them all in the eye every day and I realize that they're there and that I can deal with them. You have to remember the bad times, not just the good times. And a lot of people, I think, are afraid to talk about the bad times. And it makes those times possible when someone hands you a drink.
He was addicted to drugs and alcohol. Now he's addicted to CrossFit and eating well. And I'll take that dude.
Through that process, I probably gained over the course of the last 10 years, 700 pounds, like gaining 50, losing 50. Throughout this whole point that you just don't know what year it is. It's this big fat guy, and there's this real skinny guy, and there's this kind of middle guy, and there's no consistency. So it wasn't until I got sober and started the journey of consistency, is what I call it, that things started happening. It was a pretty rocky road, to say the least. Pretty rocky road. Not everyone knows I'm in recovery. Not everyone knows that I don't drink or I don't use drugs. Not everyone knows that. They assume because I'm in a band that I do. You just have to be wary of that. When someone throws a drink to you on stage, it happens all the time. They think it's great because to them it is, and to us it's not. To us it's pain and suffering. For my children especially, I have a couple that have never seen me that way, and I have a couple that have. That's why I'm so honest with it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hide it from the ones who have seen it, because at some point they may need me to help them with this thing, and I understand that that's real. There's no way that I'll be able to hide from it. I'll have to face it head on. So I might as well start doing it now, and they might as well start doing it now too. The goal is to take care of my family, and to do that in not only, as a father, but as a teacher, and to be able to teach my children how to be healthy and how to take control of their life and not have to worry about struggling with weight like I did. No one knows who it's going to get, and if it gets one of my children or one of my grandchildren, I want to be prepared. I want to be there to help them, and I want to have as much experience helping other people as possible. There's no way that I'll be able to hide from it. I'll have to face it head on. So I might as well start doing it now. It's like being reborn every day, and I'm excited about getting older and being in better shape year after year after year, because now I have a clear goal in mind, and I have a way to achieve it. And I know how to do it now. Finally, I've cracked the code, I feel like. So I'm really looking forward to what's to come, and I want to see what I look like when I'm 55. All the things that happened to me started here. I struggled with all of them, but man, I finally figured out what worked for me. And so I'm not afraid of it anymore. I don't regret any of it. I really embraced the journey, and I think that if I could write it down for someone and they could follow it, it would be a pretty good blueprint. It'd be complicated and it'd be obsessive and all over the place and hard to follow, but if they could do it, it would work.
Boom. What do you think, Kevin?
So not to, I don't know, sobering to watch that. I mean, honestly. So not because of him, but because of him, I've been able to stay motivated on my journey. So it's not impossible. If you want to, you can. I'm not preaching. I'm not going to. Everybody has a choice of what they want to do. Everybody knows at one point my choice was to be as smashed as possible all the time. So, witness to my left.
Yeah.
But I am 1 month away from 4 years sober myself. So, so if you get a chance, if you didn't get to watch the whole video, definitely check it out. Journey to Consistency, Chris Henderson from Three Doors Down. Definitely a good watch. And that's all I got on that.
Thank you for sticking with us tonight. Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Share away if you can. We appreciate it. And until the next one, have we set a date yet?
We have not. We're getting ready to do that as soon as we get off the air, and then you can check out the website, thesound228.com.
That's right.
And it'll tell you when our next date is. It'll probably be early April. And I think we're going to be – we got a couple bands that we're trying to get in, the Tall Boys.
Yep.
And believe it or not, we are backlogged on trying to get bands in. So the Tall Boys, the Chitlins, who are playing the Crawfish Festival, we're going to try to get them in. Magnolia Bayou was another band that we're trying to get find the time. Whiskey Kiss, we're still trying to find some time to get them in. So we got plenty of bands coming up, but we'll announce that date soon at thesound228.com.
Thanks again. Y'all have a good night.